All right, welcome to Team Slap Phase. We have the captain of the team here, Craig, coming at us with a Centurion Bystial deck profile. So run us through the monsters.
All right, I'm going to run through the Centurion engine here real quick. The first card we have is we got 3 Primera. It reads like a normal summon, but you actually don't really want to normal summon this card if you can help it. Because if you get impermed or ashed on the ad, then that really sucks. The best normal summon for this engine is actually going to be Trudea, which we are running 3 of. This allows you to get other Centurions from the deck to the back row. Helps create plays for the following turn, helps you get those Crimson Dragons and whatnot out. Gargoyle here, not only is this another modular level Centurion, it can be either an 8 or a 4, but it also can be used to get the Bystial Lubellion from your graveyard to the field to get Branded Regained, which is very good against Malice right on about now. And the last Centurion monster I have is going to be the 1 copy of Atri. This can be used as a non-tuner. It draws a card when it comes in. It's just a very good card, but it's not as good as Primera, so you don't really want to see more than the 1 copy. Next, for the Centurion package, we have 3 of the field spell. This card is the linchpin of the deck. It's what allows you to synchro summon on your opponent's turn. Allows you to get double Blazar if it comes down to it. Then we have 3 Emblema Oath. This is going to be the primary way that you get the Primera out. You're going to draw phase, Oath, get Primera, use Primera effect to summon it forward and start comboing. We have 2 1-ofs that are next. We have the Wake Up Centurion, which creates a token, either a level 4 or a level 8 token. And then you can banish it to Foolish a Centurion card from deck, usually going to be your Centurion Phalanx, which allows you to special summon from grave. We also have Bonds here, which is a very good extender as well. It helps preserve that normal summon. It allows you to place from hand or grave.
A little bit more.
Good. Lets you place from hand or grave a Centurion monster in your back row. Additionally, if you special summon a Centurion Synchro monster, you can place one from your graveyard in the back row as well. And then last for the Centurion stuff, we have 2 copies of Phalanx. Not only is this an extender, as previously mentioned with Wake Up, but this is a very good removal option, especially with Regained, because you can just banish a Light or a Dark and then put it on the bottom of the deck, and it won't come back. You also can use it to preserve your own stuff, and since it special summons when it comes back, it does trigger a lot of the special summon effects like Legacia or Auxilla or even Primera. Next up, we have the Bystial engine. I am on 2 Lubellion. 3 did seem a bit clunky, so we cut down to 2. I'm also on 2 Druis Worm. There has been some talk about swapping one of these out for Baldrake, but I do feel like Druis Worm in general is better, especially going into the Risigal matchup. Of course, we have the 1 Magnamut here for the search. An odd choice that people don't seem to like me doing is going to be Saronir. This actually allows you to set up Lubellion plays because you can send off of the field spell to ditch a Lubellion and then summon it back later. And then we also have the 1 copy of Branded Regained, which is, like I said, very, very good against Malice this format.
All-star card.
Next, we got some hand traps. I am on 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Veiler. Don't shame me for the foot ash. Dude is the best pack.
Don't worry.
Is the best pack.
Don't worry, this phone camera wouldn't let me zoom in. So
3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, and then 2 Ghost Ogre. That is the best spread of hand traps for both Malice and Risigal right now. And the last little bit of cards in the deck are going to be the normal spells. We are on a Thrust package, mostly for the sideboard. A single copy of Talent, Terraforming for the field spell, and then Synchro Rumble, because we do go into Crimson Dragon, and this is free extension.
Centurion going into Crimson Dragon? Are you crazy?
Yeah. The funny thing about this is that since Crimson Dragon activates on summon to add this, some people have shotgunned an Imperm or a Veiler to try and stop it, at which point you just chain Crimson Dragon effect to still get your level 12 dragon. So that's very fun.
All right, let's
And
take
that
a
is it
peek.
for the main deck.
Let's take a peek into that extra deck.
So we got, first things first, we have Centurion Primera Primus, going to be the first synchro that you go into as part of the full combo. Then you have the best going first Centurion, that is going to be Auxilla. Auxilla on summon, it just adds a Centurion card. It also allows you to place from field or from graveyard or banished to the back row at the end of the turn. I have 2 copies of Legatia. Similarly to Auxilla in the end phase, it lets you place from graveyard or hand into the back row. Additionally, when it's special summoned, it does draw you a card, and then you can choose to blow up the monster your opponent controls with the highest attack. We have 2 Cosmic Blazar Dragons. I am running double Crimson Dragon just because I have run into Cashtira Unicorn, and having one copy and having it get banished is not a good time. I'm on 2 Chaos Angel because we are running lots of level 6 darks and lots of level 4 lights. So we can just make a light dark Chaos Angel, which is very hard for most decks to get rid of. We can recycle the Chaos Angel, but the main reason that I'm on 2 is some super spicy tech from Ian, one of our teammates, the Mad Lad. Chaos Archfiend here is a fantastic card. If a card is banished, it gains 2,000 attack for the turn. That does not activate, it just happens. It can attack all your opponent's monsters once each. Doesn't activate, just happens. And if it destroys a monster by battle, it banishes it. And again, that doesn't activate, it just happens. Additionally, if your opponent does manage to remove it somehow, you get a free Chaos Angel and a free banish. The last generic synchro that I have is going to be a Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Shenging. There are a couple people who have been running Contact C, and if I'm just with Chaos Angel as my only 10, it's kind of hard to get rid of that and continue playing the game. We also do a lot of banishing, so Shenging can get very large. It also allows me to do something along the lines of Phalanx an opponent's card, banish another card from the field, and another one from grave. We have Typhon. Very good card, just last resort, big dude, spins something, negates big chunguses. SP is again, it's a situation where if I'm under a D barrier or my turn doesn't go the way I'm planned, I can make SP and I can start banishing stuff. It's really good with Regain because it allows me again to just banish my opponent's light or dark monster, put it on the bottom, and I draw a card. The last card in the extra deck is a utility card. It is actually Mirror Logic Aggregator, and that is going to be important for the sideboard, which we'll go over here shortly.
Don't worry, I've seen him actually summon it once.
No, but I have actually summoned Typhon manually. That's hilarious to do in this deck. As for the sideboard, I do have the best card in the format right now against Malice. I also have a 4th copy of it in Artifact Sanctum. This basically says that they have to try really, really hard to make their plays on their turn. Additionally, we have a little bit of removal from Malice. We have 1 Raigeki, 2 Lightning Storms, and a Feather Duster to force them to activate their traps or just destroy all of their face-up attack position Link monsters. Now, this is why we have Aggregator. It's Ultimate Slayer. Specifically for Ryziel, we can send the Aggregator to shuffle back the Detonator and negate the field spell, and then just proceed to do our normal combo nonsense. We have a single copy of Different Dimension Ground we can use to thrust if we're going first. A lot of decks don't like their graveyard being banished. That's why people were always complaining about Shifter. So it's very good against rogue decks, as is Dimensional Barrier. Particularly good against Ryziel, but also very good against random rogue decks. And the last 2 cards on the sideboard are a personal favorite of mine, Centurion True Awakening. This is an Omni Negate that is searchable off of either Primera or Auxilla. It doesn't actually have a cost involving a Centurion name. You just send a monster from your spell trap zone to the graveyard to negate a spelled trap card or monster effect. This is very good against opposing Ultimate Slayers because it prevents us from getting 2 for 1. And like I said, the cost is very easy to pay, especially with bonds, putting an extra body in the back row when you synchro summon.
Alrighty. That has been Team Slap Phase with our Centurion deck profile. Questions, comments, leave them below. filler to get to 10 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. See you in the next video.